You were not born a second class citizen and you were not born inferior. You were made inferior. You were made into a second class citizen so that it would be easier to exploit you. I don't know if you know this, but society doesn't really like a powerhouse, forward, unapologetic, money making, shit talking woman, especially not a black woman. Society does not like that. They've never liked that. All right. Why? Particularly because a woman like that is wielding a lot of power and she can't be controlled, she can't be used, she can't be guilted or misdirected. They can't use that line on her and say, you're going to end up a woman with 50 cats in a house by yourself. They can't use none of that. They can't use any of that. So, that type of woman is a threat. So you were not born second class. You weren't born inferior. You weren't born any of those things. You weren't born with the belief that you should sacrifice yourself. Do you realize that men do not have the belief that they need to sacrifice themselves? They don't have that belief. They weren't programmed that way. They weren't programmed that way. You were born worthy. You were born whole. You were born perfect. You were born beautifully and wonderfully made, crafted and designed with the workmanship of the Most High. You were born already having everything that you need. But you were programmed to think that you should put yourself last. And for what? For whom? Because when you make yourself secondary and you put your kids first and then grow up with an entitled complex, your son will grow up thinking that women should put themselves second, and your daughter will think that she's not worthy. That's it. Who wants that? Not me. If you make yourself secondary in the life of your husband and you make him first, then you are putting all of your energy and your battery power into his dreams, his wishes, his vision, his future, his everything. And baby, guess what? If anything were to happen between the two of you, he would be able to move on. Would he die? No. But did he die? Absolutely not. So it's important for you to digest that this is just programming. This is just programming. This is not anything that you were born with, anything that was hereditary or just passed down to you. You were programmed with these beliefs that you are secondary, that you should put yourself last. And that's not the reality of your life. Give thanks. Thank you. Hey, that's not the reality of your life. That's not the reality of your life. That's not the reality of your life. You were not born as fabulous and as talented as you are, as beautiful as you are. You were not born to be somebody's footstool, to be somebody's second hand. You were born first. You were born to be first in your own life. And it's really, really important that you move according to that understanding, to that knowing. And don't guilt yourself if it's not here yet. If you still find yourself putting people on pedestals, if you still find yourself prioritizing other people over yourself, just know it's not your fault. It's just the programming. It's just the programming. So, this is why I teach the compassion course. This is why I invite you to sign up for the compassion course, because the compassion course is a course that helps you to deprogram, to get that system out. It's in the foundations of what you got going on, it's at the roots. You see these plants I got behind me next to my altar? These are root plants. I'm going to do another live where I talk about the root plants. These plants These roots are what comes from the bottom, and all the information at the bottom is being grafted up into the tree, into the leaves. It's in every fiber and every piece of that tree. So it's important for you to understand that the deprogramming that you have to do to stop putting yourself second, to stop putting yourself last, that deprogramming is going to come from the root. That deprogramming is going to come from the roots. And you deserve it. Baby, you deserve it. Everything that you are today has come after years and years and years of this life that you've lived. You've lived a very full life. You've lived a very full life. And it's important for you not to beat up on yourself. You're not going to be perfect. Nobody's going to get everything right all the time. Nobody, no, there aren't, we're not robots. There are no perfect people. And yet, if you realize that you have been making yourself secondary, then I'm going to invite you to join the Compassion Course. This channel, Black Women's Healing House, Mind, Body, and Spirit, is centered around reprogramming. Reprogramming. Because when we heal at the topical level, we're not getting down into the ground. We're not getting to the soil, to the minerals, to the nutrients. This is about reprogramming and doing so from a grounded and foundational place. So I will see you in the future. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you in the future. Goddess Queen Jamila here, and you are welcome. All right, peace.